There's a bunch of highly anticipated games that came out as an absolute flop on release. Top ones that come to mind are games like No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk 2077. But regardless of the insanely negative feedback from these games, they eventually fixed it and made it how it's intended to be, or better even. One of those said games is also Fallout 76, which got a lot of heat because of how dead and broken the game was on release. I was one of those poor fellows who pre-ordered the game and played it day one back on November 14th, 2018. Which means I did already unlock 12 trophies since, but I ended up putting the game down along with my hopes and dreams because of this game at launch was not only buggy as hell, but also completely dead. But apparently the game is now on a better footing with all the recent quality of life updates and all the bug fixes that they added to the game throughout the years. So with the game finally fixed, it's time for your boy to jump in and go for the platinum trophy and finally see what 16 times the detail
16 times the detail
finally looks like on a newly improved Fallout 76.
Cool, my game just crashed, bro. You guys stripped me of my clothes and then the game was like, look, man.
And then you actually stripped down, bro.
Bruh, it took my clothes off again. I have clothes on your screen, right?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, who?
You're fully dressed?
Dude, why do I have to break everything? Like, I don't get it.
What the fuck? My game froze.
Who's crashed now?
I'm on an infinite loading screen, I think.
Oh my god, I actually crashed.
Oh my god, yeah, he crashed because he's naked in my screen. I'm getting the Shido treatment.
Life is a blessing if I think of you. Ain't a thing that I've been missing. I'm here on my own, just singing this song. Now that you're gone, I'm
Oh my god, bro, what the
just me, myself, and I.
What the I'm not the one who started that. Well, stop it with a grenade. Oh my god, who was that? After jumping straight into level 20, which this game now offers to anyone who makes a fresh character in the wasteland of Appalachia, I had to wait for all of my friends who I asked to join me in my platinum adventure, which one of them you guys might already know besides Bruce, who was already in a couple of my videos already, is the GOAT himself, Shido Cypher. So while waiting for everyone else to get on, me and my girlfriend decided to knock out one of the trophies that we can already get, and this is the Kill or Be Killed trophy for killing another player.
I'm gonna let you shoot me. There you go.
Trophy.
Hi.
Kill or be killed.
Seek revenge!
Easy. Yeah, man, you just died for real. What are you doing? Ow! I can't see! No, I'm reloading! No! Since I did get the Fallout 1st subscription, which gave me the ability to host a private server with a max of 8 people, we did have to boost this amongst ourselves before venturing into West Virginia. The funniest thing about this trophy list is that only around 50% of the main quest lines are needed for the plat, and even less for the side quests, which I didn't really mind because besides the DLC quests, the main quest lines are just flat out bland and boring. And it's basically just a yap fest. Like, I really enjoy Fallout games, but the only fun things about this are the expeditions and the events. 17, 18, 19, oh, trophy. For the next trophy, we ended up doing the Bounty Hunter trophy for killing a wanted individual. The easiest way we did this is having Bruce make a terminal, which he then needs to lock and have us hack it. And whoever successfully hacks this terminal would now become wanted. So now all I had to do was roll up in there like Rick Grimes, blast this dude in the head like he did Shane in The Walking Dead.
Yay, I did it!
Log wouldn't work because it would be too.
Oh, nice. Congrats, Mel.
Damn.
Alright, I do it again.
I'm so proud of myself.
Ruby. Bounty Hunter. While doing some more events with the boys, I did end up reaching level 25 for the Appalachian Trailblazer. And getting perked up. Please don't come. Ooh, trophy. Perked up. Let's go. Oh!
You can't make this up.
You know how I said that only a couple main and side quests are counted towards the plat? Well, this also applies for the events that are randomly available in the game. One of these events is called Breach and Clear, which we'll need to finish for a trophy. Which, unlike some of the events where Heart doesn't even begin to explain how difficult it is to successfully do, especially if everyone on your team is somewhat underleveled and are still rocking the starting weapons with no upgrades whatsoever. This event is so easy that you can practically do it solo with your pants down, since all we had to do was to kill waves of mole men until the event was completed. And while doing a random quest that's not even related to any trophies whatsoever, I did end up getting the Pest Control trophy for killing 300 creatures. Did you partake in the slide yet, Cheeto? Just so everyone can have fun, you know what I'm saying?
The slide is really fantastic, actually.
I think
I'm so glad that they added in that little
Wait,
animation.
wait! Stop! Whoa! Whoa! That's it. Get out of here. Get out of the park.
How do you get kicked out of my slide?
This is all better. This is great.
Day one, dude. There are 3 trophy related events, one of them we already did, and the other one we can't really get into until the end game, but this one is called Monster Mash. A fun little event where you have to collect candies that you can trade in later on for some other useful goodies. There's also a mask that generates candies the longer you wear it, but the catch is, this is a PvP event, so other players will have to kill you in order for them to wear the mask. The good thing about this event is that you don't have to win to get the trophy. So with that knowledge being implanted in our brains, we then used all of our resources that we scavenged and gathered for hours and decided to obliterate each other with it, because why not?
Have a safe and pleasant Halloween, everybody.
Oh, there we go.
Trophy!
Monster Man.
Oh my god, it's a Deathclaw.
Doc's dead.
Yeah, don't die, bro. Deathclaws in this game are chomps, ow. Oh, trophy. Giant Slayer. For day 2, I ended up focusing on getting the Troglodyte trophy for killing 100 Trogs with an auto axe. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, no, because not only do the Trogs in the Pit DLC hit like a truck filled with bags of cement, but using an auto axe can be annoying without the right build. Since every time you attack with this thing, it also depletes your AP bar, which makes you feel like Ash from Evil Dead to a standing punching bag after a couple seconds of use. But that wasn't the only problem we ran into while going for this trophy, however. Because apparently to get the auto axe, we'll need stamps that are only awarded to us after completing an expedition and then buying the blueprint from a vendor. Again, it sounds easy, but to get to that amount, we had to do
125 expeditions.
The fanatics
Ew.
have calmed down. All right, I need to
Say what?
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, 100, what now? But there was a workaround, so we didn't have to do 100 or so expeditions.
How do you get around doing that?
Buy it with 700 atoms.
Which is like $10 worth of atoms.
Everyone's in the pit. Yep.
That's actually stupid.
They're really trying to like abuse my wallet.
Don't you get like a bunch of atoms for being a first, whatever?
Yeah, but like,
I bet you spent it all on your stupid
He spent it
house.
Dude, I have a slide. I have a water slide, dude.
He spent it on the water slide.
Spent it on all
Don't tell me it's not worth it, because it's very worth it, dude.
It's not worth it.
Oh my god.
Fortunately, I did have enough atoms, which is this game's microtransactions, and since I did end up paying for the Fallout First subscription anyways, thankfully that included some bonus atoms, which I ended up using to buy the auto axe. But after purchasing the plan, it was time to start grinding out my kills, which I ended up getting a couple trophies along the way. Turns out that 100 Trog kills takes longer than I anticipated, and while farming the Trogs, I ended up getting the Welcome to the Pit trophy for finishing the 2 quest expeditions for this DLC, and accidentally meeting up with the Overseer, nabbing me a trophy for the Wastelanders DLC, getting the American Hero trophy for reaching level 50, and after hours of replaying the same expedition over and over again, I finally got my 100 Trogs. And since the pit has a total of 3 trophies tied to it, after finishing both those trophies, I now have 1 left to fully complete this DLC. Oh my god, he ducked. Motherfucker. Just you wait, my boy. You're about to die. Give me a second. You're next. Oh my god, here we go. Oh, you're so dead. Oh, you are so... Yep. But I've been on that DLC since I started the game, so I figured might as well go back to the main quest, which I'll need to finish Into the Fire. And to get to this quest, I had to finish a string of other quests for the responders, which includes finishing quests like the Final Departure for searching clues and holotapes that can point me where I need to go next. This would lead me to the fire station where I needed to become a firefighter, and this includes me taking the easiest test in the world. You wish to submit your answers before processing. Results processed. You failed. What? Okay, so maybe I failed the first time, but the problem here is that I don't know which I got wrong. But good thing I had the option to phone in a friend, and my boy Ethan told me one of the answers to wrap up the first part of this quest line. Oh, is it retreat?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's what I got wrong then. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. But we're not done yet, because now I have to do the physical examination, which had me sprinting from point A to point B and back to point A again in less than 3 minutes.
Congratulations, applicant. Please access terminal to initiate final examination briefing.
And with the physical exams done, it was time to do the real thing where I had to run into a burning cave filled with scorched enemies and activate a beacon. Then go back to the robot thing and officially become a firefighter and officially popping the Into the Fire trophy.
Nice.
Unfortunately, all the main trophy quests have not been updated, so I was pretty much just running around and picking up holotapes and listening to their pre-recorded yapfest. And let me tell you that it bored me out of my mind that I needed something else to go for. This is where I ended up going for the We Must Rebuild in Appalachia HOA trophies for building 20 and 100 camp items. Since I already have a bunch of junk at this point from all the expeditions and quests that I've done, I just had to choose the cheapest item here to build and started making my own bootleg IKEA in front of my lawn. And while I was already making stuff anyways, I might as well also go for the second skin trophy for crafting 5 pieces of armor.
What did you do?
Wow, I was crafting
What did you do?
for the trophies.
What makes you special?
And the last trophy I got for day 2 is for joining 20 teams.
It's not too bad.
Can you just join in like middle? You can just jump in.
Hey, I got the trophy for joining 20
Nice.
teams. Trophy!
When we were a young boy.
For day 3, I wanted to focus on the Atlantic City DLC, which has a total of 6 trophies. And while I was running through the game, I did end up reviving 20 teammates and picklocking 50 times.
Holy crap. Ain't no way that thinks that way.
Alright.
Damn. Damn. This man said, alright, and then whenever he was saying, I'm ready, he was already going to the ground.
Now stop seeking revenge. I can see your red dot.
Let me kill you.
Melee
Yeah, you actually damaged it. That's just one swing. Mel, grab your paper bag for this pod.
I don't want it! I want to kill him. No, bro. I have to kill you.
Mel, your paper bag.
I don't care.
Mel, grab your paper bag.
Hitting the revenge button. Bruce, wait till I pick up my stuff, please.
You're just gonna die with that point. You're gonna get it and then you're just gonna drop it again because I'm about to just.
Oh my god!
Bruce is like, no, I don't wanna spare you.
Bags. Mel, did you pick up stuff on the way here?
Yeah, probably.
Mel, stop seeking revenge.
I actually can't. I want to cry.
I'm gonna go restock my ammo because I'm killing someone.
You're gonna die. I'm gonna kill you. I will kill you.
Oh my god, you actually did hit him like
what?
what? The Atlantic City DLC has us killing yet another type of enemy 100 times. But this time with the flamethrower, which is completely busted in this game, might I add. While I was blazing through the horde of the overgrown enemies, I managed to finish the first quest, nabbing me the community service trophy. Before going back to finish the rest of our quests, we did end up doing another Monster Mash event to get the trophy for the others who haven't gotten it yet. And while doing so, I managed to kill 20 other players.
Bruce
Hey,
just
trophy! One of the reasons why I enjoy this DLC more than any other DLCs in the game is because it's pretty short with just a bearable amount of yapping. The final expedition for this DLC is called The Most Sensational Game, and this is also where we found to be the go-to quest to farm ammo and XP. Since expeditions focus more on dropping the ammo types we were using at the time, and the fact that they were shorter than the pits, it's a good expedition to replay. But after completing the 2 other expeditions, we ended up getting America's Playground. For the Devil's Bargain DLC trophy, I needed to go through a list of quest lines until I reached the Sins of the Father quest. This includes being a bouncer at a local show until someone couldn't stand the jank performance and starting popping off themselves. Here I found out that the daughter of the family hosting this event is on hardcore drugs, so I talked to the dad since he was the head of the drug ring, but unfortunately, this man is suffering from Alzheimer's, so no answers from him. Weirdly enough, I ended up on stage as well and embraced my inner self as the clown that I am, and I don't remember how I got here. And now I had to assassinate someone, but I kinda forgot why I was killing this dude to begin with, but he ended up dying from a stroke or whatever anyway, for some reason. And after watching this man literally shit himself on stage, I was then greeted with a bunch of killer clowns who I now have to mow down to escape. And now I had to go with the brother to find the lab where the devil's drug was being made. But I did still have my flamethrower on me the whole time and eventually burning down 100 overgrown enemies with it. So now we found out from one of the workers there that the father was actually faking his Alzheimer's. What? And this is also when I finally got the Sins of the Father questline, and now I just had to finish this and get my trophy. So going back to confront the father, in a typical Bethesda fashion, the game glitched out and refused to progress my quests. But after restarting my game for the millionth time, I found out that the father faked it to avoid getting killed by the mob. This is when he showed us that he's been using the blood of the devil himself to make the drug. So we go back to the lab in Atlantic City only to find out that the blood that we brought was actually a baby devil's blood, and that we need to find the blood of the Jersey Devil himself. And I guess this thing was called the Jersey Devil for a reason because he smacked me all the way back to Tuesday. Oh, oh, yep. Since the Jersey Devil can pretty much just 2-tap me all day every day, I had to get serious and hand this man the cheese with a side of ham. First try. And with the Jersey Devil's blood in our possession, we now have made the antidote to cure the daughter's addiction. Yay. After that lengthy questline was done, I now have the Devil's Bargain. This is what I've been doing this whole time. I was doing this whole ass quest, bro. This man's making his mansion over here. Yo, you guys want to check out my crib? My crib isn't as fancy as Noct. As you can see, I added a door.
Oh. Bruh. That's actually kind of best.
Oh. Oh. There's a loading screen?
It's rush. Bam! I did end up doing a couple more trophies before heading out for today, like crafting a 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star legendary mods for the Steel Rain DLC, which has a total of 3 trophies. Still farming the same expeditions to reach level 100, and modding a total of 50 weapons. There we go.
My old raider pals left a cache of treasure behind when they all checked out. Problem is, it's locked away and I can't get in there.
If you already got the platinum for this game, or at least have done all the main quest lines, then you'll know what's coming up for us on day 4. But for those who don't know, I'm about to do a bunch of tedious and nonsensical quest lines for the most annoying character in Fallout 76. After finishing the responders and becoming a full-fledged firefighter, I now needed to do the Raiders quest, which consists of 3 quest lines, and 1 being needed for a trophy called Key to the Past. To get this trophy, however, I needed to do Flavors of Mayhem, which is just a bunch of stupid quest lines with 0 thought put into them. Once I was past that, however, Key to the Past wasn't so different. And in this quest, I had to look for key fragments in different areas in Appalachia so I could retrieve the broken uplink that I'll need for an upcoming questline. Blasting through different legendary enemies along the way until I make it to the bunker, only to find the key card underneath the mat in front of the laser grid door, and finishing Key to the Past.
What are you doing?
Oh, trophy, what the hell?
Taking pictures.
Trophy!
So, did you find that uplink thing you were looking for?
Trophy?
Yeah.
Oh, trophy. Pioneer Scout. Hey, 100 locations. Let's go. And now that I've retrieved the broken uplink, it is now time to listen to yet another dead person telling us what to do. Here enters the Free State faction. Or, well, they were a faction until they got wiped out by the Scorched. I guess. In this questline, I needed to finish Coming to Fruition for a trophy, meaning I had to finish the first 2 quests associated with it first. In this questline, I needed to find parts, fix the parts, and upgrade 5 certain stations. That's literally it. Now that I can do the Coming to Fruition, the dead lady on the radio gives me the master holotape so I can run around and hack into different terminals. After being a corpse's errand boy yet again, I now just had to go back and finish the quest. This would automatically start another questline, but now for the Brotherhood of Steel. But before starting that, I wanted to knock out another trophy for the Atlantic DLC. And this is for the House Always Wins DLC trophy, and we need to craft 5 different gambling tables. So I go to this dude over at the White Springs Refuge to buy a plan. Go back to my camp and read the blueprint first, and build 5 gamble tables for a sweet trophy. After that was done, now it was time for the longest and most boring questline that Hot Towered has ever made. To gain access to Fort Defiance, we needed to be an actual soldier. In other video games, it normally just points us to the next dead soldier dude and pretty much beat them. But nah, this quest needed us to be legit. Which meant I had to register as a US soldier and go through boot camp, which is just me running through a number of courses. Attending the patriotism course, which had me interrogating a bunch of mannequins. Attending the shooting range, and the live fire course, which had me fighting a bunch of robots. After all that nonsense, I was now an official United States Army soldier, and finishing this quest actually nabbed me a total of 10,000 caps. Oh, but we're not done, because now I have to go to the DMV, so I can register and get my official identification. You heard me right, I had to actually wait at a goddamn DMV until they called my ticket.
16 times the detail.
Oh, there's too much detail! Now that we're officially soldiers with an identification, I now have access to Fort Defiance, completing Recruitment Blues, getting a trophy, and now I had to do the final quest for the Brotherhood before entering the final string for the main quest. And after all that, there was no way I was able to keep going and start doing more quests, so I just ended up going for other miscellaneous trophies. Which the homie Bruce came in with a common W and told me that I needed to claim some items for the Season Pass Battle Pass thing that Fallout has. Which one of them has 500 gold bullions, which automatically unlocked the Gold Rush trophy for me gaining 300 gold bullions. And the final trophy I went for that day is the Swag trophy for getting 10 bobbleheads. There are a bunch of guides out there showing you where they would normally spawn, and there's also a vendor at the White Springs Refuge selling 6 mystery bobbleheads. So best believe your boy went out to find 4 bobbleheads in the wasteland and ended up buying the rest from this dude. Let's go, trophy. It's unlocked, son. Right in your butt. What y'all just saw was me finishing the Belly of the Beast quest, which had me going through a string of errand quests per usual, and eventually fighting the Scorched Beast, which is this game's most terrifying enemy because he's a pain in the ass. Finishing this, however, wrapped up my Brotherhood of Steel questline, and now we have to do the Enclaves. The Enclave has 6 questlines and 5 of them are trophies, which is huge because I was kind of getting tired of the Yap Fest. I'm just kidding, there's more yapping to be had. Help. So for the Uncle Sam questline, I had to blast a Deathclaw in a cave and retrieving a holotape that finishes that quest. With this information, I now had to go to a bunker to get another holotape, finishing the Bunker Buster quest. Eventually, I found the vault where the Enclave was hiding, and now I had to become a member of the Enclave. So after that quest, my guy would have one hell of a resume. Like, can you only imagine being in an interview and then the interviewer just goes, so what did you do in the past? Buckle up, get some popcorn because this is gonna be a long ass ride. Anyways, I had to get the trust of the Enclave first, which means it's another one of them errand quests again. Except the guy giving us the quest is the slowest talking individual.
Suffered from conflicts of vision. Conflicts that claimed a few of our more critical systems and permanently disfigured our shining personality. Most critically, they allow you to join our little enclave and allow you access to all this place is capable of. If you believe you might suit our needs, please continue down the stairs. Or, if you have questions for us, please feel free to approach this terminal. And do help yourself to some refreshments along the way. You must be famished.
Nothing worse than a yapper who talks extremely slow. I'll just get to the point. And this dude had us deploy an uplink thingy on one of the radar dish things and retrieve the care package that drops from space. Or something. And going back to the dude on the screen, I would finish the questline and a trophy with it. I did end up going back to Atlantic City to help the boys out yet again, and this is where I finally finished the last trophy for this DLC for that sweet 100%.
I'm like, I think he slept. He fell asleep.
Yeah, honestly, I'm
he's
surprised,
he's still in the game.
there was no
like,
noises, because like, I didn't mute my mic and I was sleeping on top of it.
Yeah, that's what I told him, like, let me disconnect you before we hear some weird stuff, you know what I'm saying? Trophy! Finally got it, dude.
Oh, God.
I'm dead. I'm dead again. Mother flying dude, heal.
Damn,
God damn it, bro.
You, like, oh, damn.
God damn.
Pressing right on the D-pad and my guy's like, wait, you want me to solve the Da Vinci Code?
As for day 6, I didn't really make any progress whatsoever, and the whole stream was just me server hopping and getting the most OP weapons I could find, which is the Holy Fire Flamethrower. And now that I have this bad boy, things will never be the same ever again.
Give some of your levels to Pig.
Yeah, like Pig should then join this, and then we're in an events thing. Go join this, Pig.
Yeah, Pig, stop everything you're doing.
I'm in the middle of a quest.
No, forget that
Dude,
quest.
tell them to hold. You have a family emergency. I am the emergency.
I don't even know where the hell you're at. I don't even see the event there.
Issuing support commendation.
Gotcha.
Oh, because I already finished it. That's crazy.
Wow, you make me drop everything.
For Officer on Deck, I had to get 10 commendations, which means I had to do a bunch of Enclave related events or killing legendary beasts to get 1 commendation. I do enjoy the events for this game, and it's mostly just a horde battle, so it wasn't as boring as the other trophies that this game has. A good event that I found out about is called the Leader of the Pack, which has a total of 4 legendary beasts on it, which sped up my quest for getting commendations. With Bruce's help once again, he looked up where to find this body that would start the side quest and the trophy called Mistress of Mystery, which consists of a bunch of fetch quests, and to find this little organization's equipment and overall learning about their story. Unfortunately, the majority of the main quest lines, to actually learn about the story, you have to listen to the holotapes since there are 0 NPCs to talk to. Starting off, I needed to find the secrets of their manor, which I ended up finding a secret entrance to their base of operations. And pretty much they were sending me to their previous missions and finding out what happened to all of them, and which, if you still don't know, like everyone in the main quest line, they're all dead. As part of this string of quests, I do have to retrieve some pretty cool and unique weapons that got buffed if you have the whole set, which was pretty cool, I guess. One of these items, however, I did have to farm kills with, so I can fabricate it on their machine. The annoying part about this is not the fact that I had to kill 6 different creatures, and it's also not the fact that this sword hits like a toothpick, but it's the inconsistency, that sometimes the kills just don't count for whatever reason, or it would be extremely delayed. And how do you make this a lot harder for yourself, you ask? Well, it's a good thing I'm a master at that, so let me show you. First, you'll want to chase a whole ass deer around and keep poking it with your sword that you got from Etsy until it dies and end up not counting. Not stupid enough for you? I got you, fam. Because for the next step is looking for the toughest looking motherfucker in here that can take a nuke to the face.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Also, I guess this robot also counted as a creature. Don't ask me, dude, it just works. Oh, that's not hard enough for you? You want even harder? Okay, I got you. How about a Yao guy? But after harvesting the last creature, that was pretty much it. And after finding out what happened to the secret sister organization and going back to their hideout, that was their quest. For the heart of the enemy, I had to kill a scorched beast and deliver its DNA as a part of a daily quest. Personal matters had me follow a string of notes to find out what happened to this dude named Evan, and eventually roasting him alive for another trophy. Another daily quest is killing a Snallygaster. Snallygaster? And getting its tissue to bring back to a terminal to finish the Queen of the Hunt, which is probably the shortest and fastest trophy quest that this game has. Now, I was on a roll here, and I was popping trophies left and right. And unfortunately, I hit another quest, but this quest and this particular trophy is 5 hours long. And this is for the Steel Rain DLC trophy called Steel Brethren. And for this, I had to finish a total of 14 quest lines, which takes roughly around 5 hours, and even longer if you decide to listen to the yappers the entire time. This quest line actually took so long that I didn't have enough time for the day. But to summarize this Brotherhood DLC questline, because there's way too much yapping to cover, and the fact that I skipped through all of them, I kinda don't know what happened. So, we had to stop a Dr. Blackburn for doing monstrous experiments, which he ended up turning himself into as Dr. Mundo at the last fight. But after disposing of this man, the game now gives us the option to either kill his colleagues or have them join the Brotherhood, since they prove to be a very valuable asset. Depending on who you choose, you are going to have to kill one of your companions. Things. Are they your companions? I'm not really sure. Which had me toasting Shin alive, so that was fun. Listening to one final yap, they now have named me an official Brotherhood of Steel person, but more importantly, that trophy ding in my earhole. To wrap up the Steel Rain DLC, since I already did the Gold Star Crafter trophy and now the Steel Brethren trophy, the only trophy left for this DLC is to finish a daily ops mission in under 8 minutes. This event is actually a really hard one, and you'll need like a lot of people in there. Because not only did I have to finish the event, but also speedrun through it, which is sometimes impossible with just yourself. Even with a full group though, we did still struggle mainly because of the timer. Also, the reason why this is really hard is because the enemies in this event have buffs that just makes them crazy strong for no reason. It did take us a couple attempts until we finally managed to pull it off in the end and getting the 100% for the Steel Rain DLC. Another Bruce W segment is where he helped us get the Code Cruncher trophy for hacking 50 terminals, where he ended up making multiple terminals and locking them all, and with the help of a legendary perk card for auto hacking level 0 terminals, this got me the trophy shortly after. Hey, there we go. Trophy.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I have enough ammo for this.
I have 5k. I don't think I have enough ammo for this.
Bruh, and then he keeps spearing me and my guy's like, no.
And with the video coming to an end, I guess now is the best time to say this, but I did give up on the 100% for this game. And this is because of the Solid Foundation and Friends in Low Places trophies. These trophies require you to gain the reputation of both Settler and Raider factions, and the only way to get these reputations to max is to do daily quests for each faction, which means I have to log in every single day and doing those quests for a couple minutes and having to wait for the next day to do them again for around like 50 days or so. But even though I did give that up and include it on this video, I will still go for it over time, but it won't be a priority at this point. There's also a trophy for doing 2 playthroughs for this DLC called All That Glitters and Go for the Gold trophies. And for this, you can only side with one faction, but doing so locks you out of the other. I did do All the Glitters, which also gave me tons of reputation points, but the sucky part is that it would still take me around a month to fully finish. I also am still missing one more trophy for the Pit DLC, and unfortunately this is also a daily type trophy, which would take me like around 10 days to finish. I mean, it's not as bad as 50 days or anything like that, but it still sucks. I actually hate dailies. Like, who has time for that? With that said, at least I finished the Atlantic City and Steel Rain DLCs, and who knows, maybe I'll end up getting the others too on stream, so feel free to follow me there if you want to watch me live. And with that being said, I am no longer going for any DLC trophies, so from here on out, it's time for the plat. For the literally trophy, I had to look for 20 magazines across Appalachia. Besides Bruce showing me a couple magazines to get my collection started, I ended up collecting the rest with the help of this guide, which is really detailed, so if y'all are also struggling finding these magazines, I'll leave this channel's link below. But pretty much I had to keep server hopping and sticking to a single route and checking the spots that the magazines normally spawn from, which still took me a hot minute to get 20 total magazines. During this time, however, I was still looking for a cheesy method to gain some settler reputation, which is why I asked Noct to nuke a specific area in the map, which spawns a very powerful enemy. However, while waiting for him to finish launching the nuke, being inside the bunker with him also finished the I Am Become Death trophy for us. Which is weird, because I think this is the only trophy in this game that is like a cumulative? What am I trying to say? Like a cumulative... Bro, what the fuck am I trying to say? Like, normally this game only pops trophies for the leader, but in this quest right here, it's our trophy, comrade. And since my buddy Noct did this anyways, I took this opportunity to have a nuke smack me in the face for the Ground Zero trophy.
Where's Noctimus Prime?
He's not gonna die with it. He already has it.
I already have the trophy too. Should I leave?
Oh, really?
You know what, straight up?
Yeah.
I'll die with you.
Yeah, just out.
Oh, man.
Cool dance. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Trophy.
Yeah, I
didn't even see it, bro.
I got good B-roll of one like just flying down on.
I didn't even see it, bro. And this is also where we found Earl Williams. And let me tell you that Earl Williams was not playing around, nor were we dealing any sort of damage to this thing. And this is also when I found out that this event would not even give us a single settler reputation. So this was the very moment that I kind of just decided that I'll just go for the plat and just leave the 100% in the future.
Guys, why are you running away? Guys, please.
I just shoved that thing in Shido's asshole, dude.
That killed me. That's probably why I died.
That's all the mini nukes go.
What do you mean, bro? He's right here. What did you just shoot at?
Oh, now I know what Noct said. Now I get what Noct meant when he said we're not getting rep for this. It's because we can't kill it.
But I still needed a nuke to drop on a certain location in the map so I can trigger the Scorched Earth event, which should be the last trophy for the platinum. Originally, we thought that launching a nuke was a simple task, like going to a specific location with a nuke card, looking up online what the nuke codes are, and just, it was that.
Oh, it's scanning. Pause. I got XP. Pause.
Can you go through the door?
There's a fucking bear in the woods. Guess where I'm at? I'm through the lasers. I don't even have this quest either, too. That's the best part. This quest you're talking about, I'm doing all this with just skill.
And now the easy part's done.
The flying you mean the easy part's done?
But apparently we did have to do a bunch of quests and fight through a bajillion robots. We didn't know that you actually had to fight for it, or in this scenario, I had to fight for it. After dropping a fat nuke into the Fissure Prime area, this brought out the Scorched Queen, which for people like myself would be the hardest boss fight, besides Earl Williams, that I've ever encountered. Now keep in mind that we did not do this in a public lobby, so it was only me and my bro Migos in the server. And let me tell you that all of our hard work of over 100 hours, we ended up only tickling this thing's armpit. Only to be proven wrong by one of Shido's viewers, Quick Kick KO. Because not only did this man solo the queen, but he ended up emoting on him and this thing just died out of fear. But after that heroic scene, that was the Scorched Beast trophy and that schmexy platinum. Well, that was a video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed or at least were entertained, because this is the main goal and why I make these types of videos. And once again, a huge shout out to the best squad a man could ever ask for, and especially the Bushido Cypher again, for making this whole journey super entertaining for me in real time. So be sure to check him out, he's hilarious. I also have a Discord server, so feel free to join in and maybe we can also hunt for some plats sometime. And this is also where I normally do updates for the channel, so if you guys are interested in that, feel free to join. But that was the video. Until next time, y'all keep it real, but not too real, because that's just boring. And I hope everyone has a phenomenal day. Trophy!